Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of Spiritual Fitness. Today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on why it's in your best interest to not watch the news. Now, the news is not something that has always existed. Humans have been doing pretty well without knowing everything that was happening in every part of the world for a long time. In the 1600s, the first newspaper was created by a man named Johann Carolus. Now, even in this time, it was not focused on so much negativity as it is today. So why do we watch the news? Well, most people would say they want to stay informed on what's going on around them in the world. But the truth is, you are only being informed on what the news media deems important. They tell you what is worth being informed and what isn't. So in a way, most people are just pawns in a chess game. You think you have all the power in your life, but the reality is most people are controlled in this matrix we call life on planet Earth. Let's face it, if you have the power to control the images and stories that get put out in the news media, then you have the power to control the world. Most people don't know they are being controlled. The news is 99% negative, with a sprinkle of maybe something good happening. Maybe a lost dog was found, or showing people celebrating during the holidays. But the great majority is pure negativity. Now, some people may think, well, we need to know these things to stay safe, right? The truth is, most of what happens on the news has nothing to do with you. It only puts you in a fearful, depressing, or even angry state. People debating on talk shows, giving their opinion on something you probably don't resonate with that has nothing to do with you in the first place. Now, I'm not saying ignore what's important to you. If you believe in a fight for climate change or stopping world hunger, then by all means, it's okay if you want to seek more information on such topic, as long as you plan on doing something about it. Maybe starting a campaign or a GoFundMe for the things that matter to you. But most people don't do anything about the negative things they hear. And most importantly, can't do anything about the negative things they hear. Things happen every day that are out of our control, such as mass shootings and horrible things happening to people. And although it is sad, is that how you want to feel? I remember myself being a young child, and anytime the news was playing, I would cover my ears or walk in another room because I was and still am too sensitive to the energy that was happening around me. Hearing stories of people being murdered or treated unfairly would do nothing but make me feel depressed and sad. And at a young age, I was conscious enough to know that the news did not serve me. I asked myself, why do I need to watch this? I can't help stop all the injustices of the world, so why feed my soul this story when it serves no benefit to my life at all? You see, what you feel is what you create, which is why the news is the way it is today. So let's get into that. The real reason the news is so negative is because when a person feels fear, they are more easily controlled. The powers that be, the ones that control this matrix, know that. In fact, there is an actual declassified CIA document that states of their knowing of this knowledge. The governments around the world know and understand how consciousness creates reality. This is the actual CIA document that was released on December 4th, 1998. Patterning. This technique involves use of the consciousness to achieve desired objectives in the physical, emotional, or intellectual sphere. It involves concentration on the desired objective while in a focused 12 state. Extension of the individual's perception of that objective into the whole expanded consciousness, and it's projected into the universe with the intention that the desired objective is already a matter of established achievement, which is destined to be realized within the time frame specified. Once the thought-generated hologram of the sought-after objective is established in the universe, it becomes an aspect of reality, which interacts with the universal hologram to bring about the desired objective, which might not, under other circumstances, ever occur. I truly recommend reading this entire document, which I will leave in the description box. This clearly states that our thoughts become things, the energy that you are vibrating, and the images you think manifest into your reality. This is known as the greatest secret of all. This information is more prevalent now, but many people still don't fully understand it. The law of attraction is real, my friends, whether you want to believe it or not. There is no evidence to the contrary. You complain about the horrible drivers in your city, then you will find more evidence of horrible drivers. You may even attract an accident yourself. You hear of a break-in in your area or close to it, and that person with a certain skin complexion. You are now going to vibrate at that low frequency anytime you see someone of that group of people. You have fear that it may happen to you, and will continue to attract similar stories or experiences. Now, going back to the news, the powers that be know of this information. They know that thoughts become things, and if they can keep people vibrating at low frequencies, like sleeping zombies, they can easily be controlled. Now, you may think, why would the government want to control us? But the real question is, why wouldn't they? If this world was perfect, and everyone knew how the universe works, there would be no competition, no struggle, pain, or disease. All of the things that make the big bucks. from pharmaceutical companies to medication to suppress negative feelings such as depression. The truth is, if there is something that important that you need to know about, then you will. Because people talk. You'll see it pop up on your social media account, which is another form of the news. That's why it can be hard to escape it, because it's everywhere. Let's say you're a Democrat and you're constantly researching Democratic politicians. Then that is what is going to pop up on your newsfeed. They only feed you what they think you would be interested in, constantly pushing the narrative that you want to hear. It's us against them mentality, and this is because they are feeding you what they want you to prioritize as important. It is nothing but pure entertainment to them, and don't take it as seriously as the pawns in the chess game do. The news is a distraction. It's a distraction to what is really important in life, and that is the present moment. All we have is now. What happened yesterday, good or bad, doesn't matter. What may happen in the future, good or bad, doesn't matter. The present moment is what matters. And if people were more present with themselves, they would easily attract more positive experiences into their lives, and therefore have more control of their lives. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you are currently watching the news, I really hope you give it a second thought. If you like this video, I'd so appreciate it if you like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, friends, spread the love and stay spiritual. Signing out.